founded before humanity even left Earth. They're the link to where we all came from. At least, that's what they taught us in civics class. Read this slate that said you should get up every 30 minutes so your legs don't fall off or whatever. Who the hell has time for that? Yeah, right. You're completely outmatched. Come and get it! Look alive! I've lost engine power.
Security! Get that! Stopping me!
Major officers here!
It's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist.
So there I am. You see security on my tail and my grav drive.
Long day.
Here to upgrade that ship of yours? I don't mind helping.
Some harder meds.
Sounds like fun. Let's see what I've got.
Yeah,
ship services? You need it? All business and no... Shop's always open. If you want to stay under the radar. No, but just remember. I've seen worse. We'll get... Catch you later.
Need something?
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments.
while we scan for contraband. We say again, respond immediately or we will be forced to open fire. You're on the wanted list. Halt and prepare to be boarded or we will be forced to open fire. Copy that. Stay on course while we escort you in.
Drunk and disorderly is our #1 offense.
Nobody in here right now. Break the law, good in my book.
Freestar Collective's got a reputation for being a little lawless. That is not so. Hand it over. Now. I'll be confiscating this.
You stay on the straight and narrow.
Hey, stranger. I think your ship's missing something. Me? I'm the best survivalist around, and I'm looking for work. You interested? Well, that's great. Now, I'm not a greedy man, but I expect fair compensation. Got family nearby that need providing for.
A little tight on credits, are you? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but, you do have a point.
I think I can swing that. You seem like decent folk. I'd like to help you out. Fantastic. You won't regret it. Just need to get my hands on a couple supplies, and then I'll head to my post. Appreciate the offer, boss.
Yes?
You must be a tourist. Aquila locals know better than to interrupt a man when he's drinking alone. Well, this isn't the best part of town for sightseeing. The crowd at the hitching post is a whole lot friendlier to strangers. But since we're already talking, I guess I ought to introduce myself. The name's Ezekiel. Some folks around town call me Easy. Is there something I can do for you? That's right there in my name, Ezekiel. People called me that when I was a kid, and that stuck. And I kindly ask that you move along. I don't do small talk, especially not with strangers.
This bar may be tougher than you can handle.
Stop right now!
Don't be stupid! Stop now! By the authority of the Freestar Collective, stand down! Smart move. Now come along with us. We'll take any contraband and stolen property, and you'll be free to go.
Drunk and disorderly is our number one. Just one quiet day. Let's rest.
Sir, there's a...
Remember, stay clear of Gull Bay unless you know.
in the Vanguard a long time. The faces change, but bad guys are still bad guys, you know.
Holler if you need any help, boss.
I've got no problem with that. Difficult and lonely are the first words that spring to mind. My folks moved to Aquila out of necessity, not because they thought it'd be easy. They had decades of survival experience between them when we got there. There were still plenty of close calls. Damn near everything wanted to kill us out there. We had to be tough as Kevlar and stubborn as gravity just to make it to sundown every day. I was 10. Old enough to understand why my parents made the choice to leave behind the farm where I was born and move to Aquila. We lived out there for 5 years. Long enough for the war to end and the settled systems to quiet down afterward. Fire, starvation, sickness, you name it, the brewers probably lived through it. But the most dangerous thing out there were the Ashta, of course. We tried our damnedest to stay out of their way. That didn't always pan out. They knew we were there, and they didn't like it. Best we could do was stay armed and keep the outpost in good shape. It was the only place we could hide when a hungry Ashta showed up looking for a meal. Sometimes, I don't miss having to check around every corner for predatory aliens, but there's something magical about living off the land. When a place is providing for you, you learn to see it as more than just a landscape. And that's how I feel about Aquila. It's mean and prickly, and it don't like people much, but it's home. I'll always have a special place in my heart for it. I'll be sure to pass that along, Captain. My folks would be over the moons to hear that I shared our family story. Difficult and lonely are the first words. They had decades of survival. We had to be tough as Kevlar. Have a good one. It's always a swell day when we get to chat. Sure, knock it. Difficult and lonely. They had decades of survival. We had to be tough as Kevlar.
So long. Need old Lyle to help you out.
It'd be my pleasure.
We hunt piracy all across the galaxy.
Heard you boarded the Key. I can't imagine what state the pirates are in.
You're back. So how did it go? Frankly, it's because we've never gotten this far before. The last agent I sent to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet ended up in a morgue on New Atlantis. You stop now. Delgado will make it his life's work to hunt you down and kill you.
Not to mention the fact that you could potentially jeopardize the intelligence operatives we have in the field.
Lieutenant Toft is correct. I'm sorry, but there is no turning back. That being said, I believe you should be proud of what you've accomplished. I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? If the intelligence I've read is accurate, Delgado is a charismatic leader, but a bit short on judgment. That's why you want to stay on his good side, and stay away from Neva. She's shrewd, and she's sniffed out everything we've thrown her way. I understand your concern, but you can rest assured that every member of this crew has been thoroughly vetted by both myself and Lieutenant Toft. Any information that you turn over will not be leaving this ship until it's fully encrypted and encoded. I give you my word. Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. All right, take it easy. We prefer to check our own sources, if you don't mind. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be on to something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? That one's simple. We monitored your ships heading down to the surface of Suvorov. In fact, when he returned to the key and you didn't immediately follow, well, we almost thought our operation was terminated. Can you imagine the amount of embarrassment Gal Bank would have to endure if they listed a lost transport in the ship registry? Doesn't matter if that ship went down 5 or 500 years ago. If news gets out that a bank has misplaced money, it would tank their value. Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever. For some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Remember to turn in any evidence fragments you find. Two reasons. First, Commander Akande's playing this operation extremely close to the vest. That means keeping prisoners under his own roof until this is resolved. Second, this is an undercover mission. For our safety and yours, we need to keep these prisoners out of the spotlight. We'll provide you with information, but any inventory or ship services, it's best you get from the fleet. It'll help you maintain your cover and also give you an idea of how the fleet's operation works. They're pirates in every sense of the word, but they've managed to get more organized under their current leadership. That makes them especially dangerous, but hopefully it makes them a little more predictable too. Let me know if you need anything else.
If we keep having casualties, it's going to be tough to explain this to Max.
Hope the Black Sea is treating you all right.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but radio silence. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are closing in on a huge score of our own, Delgado orders me to help you out. Oh, sure, sure. First a tour, followed by a formal dinner at the captain's table. Let's get one thing straight. You're here for business, not for a vacation, so let's start by talking about Delgado's sudden olive branch. Happy? Oh, I'm thrilled. Still, this leaves me with a lot of unknowns, and in our line of work, unknowns get you killed. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Don't play games with me. We both know pinging a message back and forth to the key is going to take longer than we have to do this job. We're supposed to be working together on every part of this. So, you gonna tell me what else you're here for or not? Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. Yeah? Funny you're only bringing that up now. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gall Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? Oh, I see. We're playing this game now. Fine, fine. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help. Oh, no. No, no, no. Delgado isn't gonna drop a cred stick on the table and be done with it. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that. Fine. You want to play it that way, and suit yourself. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Tehran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt. Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets. All right, Speedy, take it easy. You're not gonna find that kind of junk aboard a Trident Starliner. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their Starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Okay, then let me point you to the person in charge of the award. Her name's Sheila Holbrook, and you can probably find her in the Starview Ballroom. I'd press her to reveal where the award's hidden, and we can go from there. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, Remember that any gunfire is gonna set off the ship's alarms. They claim their goal is to celebrate the soul of the Earth, the culture, the people, and the ideals of the past. In their minds, Earth is now dead, which is why they feel that preservation of its remaining aspects is so important. In reality, this is what happens when folks with far too much time and far too much money get together to make themselves feel like they're contributing to society. Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
You're a guest of Captain Rokoff, right? Welcome aboard. Captain Rokoff is one of the most easygoing.
A Starview pass is required to enter the main ballroom.
On behalf of myself and the entire team at Trident Luxury Lines, we wish to thank you for choosing to travel with us.
The Society Chair has really outdone herself this time.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid. Donations to the Society can be debited from my bank account on a monthly basis. I barely have to lift a finger to help. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. I've already told you everything I know. Benjamin Bayou, of Neon, won the award the first time it was presented, but he dropped out of the Society a couple of years back. Nice to have met you. Here for business or pleasure?
So, what brings you aboard?
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? Hello, are you a member of the Society?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard a Starliner.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
So, what brings you aboard?
Mind moving along? I'm trying to enjoy the celebration. Sorry, I'm busy. Maybe we'll talk another time.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Hello. Are you a member of the Society?
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard the Starliner. Even if I was offered the award, I wouldn't take it. Can you imagine the security nightmare I'd have to deal with? No, thank you. The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates are the only reason we allow him to attend Society functions. Well, that was
The
boring.
society chair has really outdone herself this time.
An open bar. That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? Yes, he's some kind of top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running a fake loan scam. Well, apparently the award is so valuable, there's only one in existence. It gets passed to a new winner every year. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
We have a range of excursions available at all of our destinations. All the details are in your cabin.
Due to
Have you tried the canapes?
unfortunate accident,
Horrid.
we're halting our
Positively
spacewalk
horrid.
experience for an
Let's put it this way. He screwed over so many people. If he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. Enjoy the rest of the event. Here for business or pleasure?
Quite a lovely Starliner. Nothing but the best for the Society, eh?
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
If you have any specific requests, please
Here for
speak to one of
business
the
or
crew of
pleasure?
attendants.
Larry has an A-level executive rating over at Galbank, which means he has access to everyone's accounts at the touch of a button. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. That's all then? Okay.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it? So, what brings you? He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. Don't forget to donate to the cause.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society
Hello.
events aboard a Starliner.
He's been spending a lot of time with Claudius. Sheila Holbrook is... Well, that was boring.
An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
The Society chair is really outdone.
Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony, so this better be important. Not at all. I was assured that this particular ship was outfitted with the absolute latest and cutting-edge security. I am completely confident that Trident Luxury Lines will keep all of us safe. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? Yes, it's quite marvelous, isn't it? Absolutely priceless. Alas, I'm afraid you'll just have to wait for the ceremony to see it in all its glory. It's far too valuable to be left anywhere else except the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more important things on my agenda than to speak to the likes of you.
Any complaints about your cruise should be directed to one of the staff.
Glad to have you aboard. Welcome to the purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's quite lovely. Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully damage-resistant, vacuum-proof plating. In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. An excellent question. My responsibilities include all of the Siren's financial, customs, and commercial goods transfers. Honestly, I really enjoy the work. I get to meet people at every port of call instead of being constantly stuck below decks. Well, if you change your mind, I'll be here. Have a wonderful trip. I'm sorry. It's against Trident policy to discuss our personal feelings towards a fellow crewmate. I don't want to lose my job. Why should I tell you? No, I can't. Sorry. Okay, I get it. I just need a second to think. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. Maybe we can work something out. All right, but you didn't hear this from me. Do you understand? I don't want to lose my job. I like Captain Rokov, but I think he's mixed up with some very dangerous people. I was bringing some paperwork to his quarters one day, and I found a slate with a message he received from someone named Delgado. That would normally be fine, but the message mentions the Crimson Fleet, as in pirates. Can you believe it? If we want to grab it, the slate should still be in his quarters. Somewhere. Don't forget to tell your friends how much you enjoy the cruise.
Sorry, do I know you? Okay, wait, are you seriously... are you trying to pick me up? Look, I appreciate the compliment, but I'm already seeing someone, and my partner doesn't like competition. He gets very jealous. His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? If I give you dirt on that son of a bitch Dombrowski, all I'm doing is endangering myself. Why would I do that? If you had another way to get the information, you wouldn't be dealing. You'd be demanding. Oh, god damn it. I knew this would happen. I told Gabe and Larry nothing good would come of this, but they didn't listen. All right, you've made your point. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet. Oh, angry isn't even the right word. The plan was solid. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it. What do you think is going on? I'm using that gullible idiot to get what I want. If I have to squash him on my way to the top, then so be it. Let's get one thing straight. Larry Dombrowski's no saint. He deserves everything that's coming to him. Dombrowski is a piece of human garbage. He'd stab you in the back for table scraps, then stab you again to steal dessert. The plan's always been to milk the guy for everything he's worth, and then leave him in the dust. Not bad for a lowly Galbank worker drone, right? I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass right to the wall.
Access to the ballroom.
Have you tried the
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Excuse me? And why in goodness name would I do something as foolish as that? Ah, I see your point. I'll just give this to you then, shall I? Oh, and let's keep this between us. No need to spread around such sensitive information.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory. On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable.
In a quiet and orderly fashion.
Pleased to make your
That
acquaintance.
view is absolutely spectacular.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You look a bit lost in these surroundings. Hello? You here for the charity event? Dombrowski, he's the exec holding court over in the VIP area of the ballroom. Yeah, sorry, I work for UC Security, not Galbank. I don't really know him personally. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off. Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe? You've had your time to talk. Now piss off.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future Society events aboard the Starliner.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. It's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Maybe, but if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard, the ship is crawling with security. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency. Don't worry, it'll be as easy as it was mingling with the guests at the party. Just throw a few lousy switches and you're done. One more thing. If Chief Engineer Sundin gives you any trouble, tell him I'll erase that gambling debt he owes me. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Things are getting hot around here, and won't be long before Trident figures out you had hell. There's access to the crew section that you can reach through the Starview ballroom. Chief Sundin should be there, wasting time at his station as usual. Have fun with that guy. He's a real piece of work. Once you're past Sundin, just look for the room marked Environmental Control. Everything you need is inside. On the surface, he's an upstanding citizen of the United Colonies, pretty high up in UC security. Lots of clout with Mast. Underneath, he's a greedy piece of garbage. Given the chance, he'd backstab you for a cret stick and pin the murder on someone else. Come to think of it, if he wasn't such a petty tyrant, he'd probably thrive with the Crimson Fleet. Go do something useful, okay?
Here for business or pleasure?
Hold up. This area is off limits to passengers. Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? Oh, sorry. That area is off limits. No exceptions. Oh, really? Well, that changes things quite a bit. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away? Yeah, a little. A few of the techs call this deck the dungeon. I think you can see why. Not exactly Starliner-class comfort down here. Don't get me wrong. The quiet gives me time to gather my thoughts, catch up on work, and all that, but I'd rather work on the bridge. Remember not to touch anything, please.
Siren of the Stars is now in emergency status. Please remain calm and proceed to your cabin.
declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence? I don't know where you got that information from, but it lines up with all the troubles I've been having getting my cut from that asshole. That means my money's already gone, and Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry, but if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail. So I end up with nothing gained, but nothing lost. I suppose I can live with that.
All passengers.
Here, with this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do whatever you want. Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it.
Remain there until you receive further instructions.
Wait a moment. Are you telling me that this scheme is getting so out of hand, it also involves the Crimson Fleet? That's all I need right now. Enemies on two fronts. Just because I'm helping you nail Dombrowski doesn't mean I'm turning my back on UC security. How else am I going to ensure that he ends up behind bars when all this comes crashing down? No. You can leave me out of your merry little band of pirates. Thank you very much. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
All passengers are being asked to return to their cabins at this time. Our security team would appreciate if you'd please shelter in your cabin during this emergency. Thank you.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency.
Well.
Please report to your
You must
cabins
be the
in
one
an
who's going
orderly
to question Claudia and
remain there
Gabriel.
until you receive further
I'm uncertain what
instructions.
you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation. Excellent, excellent. So, before we begin, let's review the facts. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I see. Well, that certainly places a damper on our negotiations. Perhaps I can hasten my diatribe to temper your violence-ridden contribution. In blunt terms, You have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Galbank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
All passengers.
Obviously, that wouldn't be my preference, but I have little choice. Though Larry Dombrowski will be mysteriously vanishing after this cruise, and possession of the credentials becomes ludicrous at that point. Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself. Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
Well, looks like everything worked out, just like we planned. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Sandine owed me. But hey, you got the job done. I'm glad you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me? Partner?
Ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there.
I usually have a
until you
nose for
receive
these
further
things,
instructions.
but in your case, it's a mystery. Very frustrating. Whatever the case may be, it's apparently worth risking your life over. That's telling me it involves a lot of money. That also means I want in. Ah, so he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Doverleach. Don't worry, it's not an insult. It's a very old Russian word for comrade. It's what I intend to call you from now on, so get used to it. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes good on his deals. Always. Well, I suppose this is where we part company. Hopefully the next time we meet, we'll be aboard the Key.
Ship-wide emergency. Can't talk right now. Sorry.
Someone shut down the primary life support system. Going to take a while to get it back online. Who the hell shut down the life support? Chief Sandin is going to be pissed. I'm a little busy. Can't you see that there's an emergency?
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain there until you receive further instructions.
I do love it, you know? Sidonia. Just wish everyone else felt the same way.
Hostile ship in orbit. Deadly force. Hostility will not be tolerated.
I do love it, you know? Sidonia. Just wish everyone else felt the same.
access.
Next time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up.
You want to kick back?
You want to survive?
The last Nova.
Let's get you set up.
Any mood.
See ya.
Rook.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Smuggling beats a real job any day. We may not have official security on the key, but we are always...
The fleet's the only family you need.
Got mixed feelings about my last job. On the one hand, lost a friend. But on the other hand, I got their creds. I'll probably feel better once I spend them.
Samina can do more than patch you up. She's got a drugs of every kind. You know what I mean?
any spare creds, or just need to unload some junk, head to the depot.
In the fleet, you either put up, shut up, or die. Your choice.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grav drive just chokes. And you know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen.
You see SysDef as a joke. They haven't caught us yet.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist.
Lots to do around here, sure, but I could never live in New Atlantis.
I think I got them.
Scanned as you enter the city.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you.
I want to raise a flag, but only because an army of skeletons is out of the question.
Hello. Welcome to the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please? Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. No, never, not at all. I'm so sorry. Hey, look, please don't mention this to my supervisor, okay? She'll give me a low rating, and I'm gonna end up scrubbing floors. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. I got a wife and kids to feed. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
Let's get this done!
survived an asteroid. Needs some repairs. I had a good feeling about you. We just need a little. 2 units of ship parts will do.
Give up!
Oh no. What are we going to do now?
Ah! All systems critical!
Need something?
Rook. Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard. Yeah, sure. We'll just wrap your ship in a ton of copper and launch you right in there. That ought to do the trick, right?
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Crix hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
No, this all makes sense. The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe this one got lost that far out from home. That's the spirit, Rook. That is the essence of the Crimson Fleet that has been slipping away lately. Neva, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing? Pinpoint its exact location?
That transponder is military grade. We're talking ultra-bit encryption, constantly reshuffling frequencies. We don't have shit like that laying around. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the ComSpike. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up and listen. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that ComSpike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM-class gas giant problem. And I think I know just who to ask.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction. Best we can. What are you, 5?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's legacy, and I don't have time to deal with this kind of bullshit. Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work.
All right, let's get this over with. Follow me.
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
If you need credits, hit up the mission boards at the core. Smuggling beats a real job any day.